Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. So what we're doing today is actually a review on this TTR 125. Now, a lot of YouTubers I've seen videos of, they've ridden it twice. I've ridden this for about 10 years. I got it about 10 years ago, and I've probably taken it out, I don't know how many times, per month for those 10 years. So I definitely feel like I have a pretty good understanding of this bike compared to obviously other bikes too. I've had a ton of other dirt bikes, and I think it's going to be a good video and a good review. So if you're new to the channel, please check out my other videos. I make a lot of other dirt bike videos and Honda Ruckus videos and things like that, just trying to help more people. I don't monetize off it, so if you could subscribe and leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. But let's jump right into it. If you want the most simple trail bike, I'm not discouraging you from buying a dirt bike, but I might discourage you from buying a TTR Yamaha 125. It's just not the simple basic trail bike like you get with something like a Honda. And obviously I have no affiliation with any of these companies. This is just my true opinion. I see some other YouTubers make videos and they're saying, the Honda or the Yamaha's way better quality because it has better quality parts. And they're misusing the better quality because when they're talking about more amenities. Like this has disc brakes and hydraulic fluid, when the Honda just has, drum brakes and a cable, but that's not necessarily better quality. That's just an amenity, right? Or like the choke is on here. This is the choke actually when you try to start the dirt bike, and you pull it up to start the choke on, you push it back down. That's not better quality. That's just another amenity, right? So another thing, just remember this too. Some of them have a glass where you can read full. This one's looks like it's actually just solid, but you can see where it's actually the molded to be that high and low for checking the oil. That's an amenity. That's not better quality. So the carburetor has a ton of more tubes. It's got just a ton more to break. That's what I was going to say. The more amenities does not mean better quality. It just means, that dirt bike's almost 20 years old and I've never replaced anything on it. This dirt bike's, I think, about the same age. And I've had to do so much work to it. Agree type of thing is how these things, I think how they're advertised along with, just the community. Please comment below if you agree or disagree with this. But every time I see a Yamaha, like about this size or a racing bike, it's got an FMF exhaust pipe. It's got all these stress marks in the fender. It's got a ton of modifications. It's got brand new handlebars. It's just like beat up too. It's just absolutely beat up and abused like a racing bike. But all the Hondas are just normal people driving down the trails, because the Honda commercials are always like a father and his daughter riding dirt bikes, and the Yamaha commercials are like James Stewart hitting giant triples in the Supercross races. So in this era too, I think if you go to the Honda website and the Yamaha website, it's still the same in 2020. I believe it's like that. But again, the stress marks in the plastic, the Honda does not have these stress marks in the plastic. This is improper. Never try to do this, but I just found this and I just tried to get it covered so it doesn't leak. But this is like some sort of weird adhesive tape that says it's fuel efficient or fuel safe. But there's a leak coming out right here. You can see the gas is leaking out. The plastic's cracked. I also can't get the carburetor to stop leaking. I got to get a better jet kit and a better kit, because I put a new rebuild kit in it, and the float pin still won't seat. The original float pin was, I guess, worn out, which I've never seen in a Honda. The original float pin was worn out, and I got a new one. It looked right, but it just won't seat. It keeps leaking. I'm so sorry, my battery just died. But what I was going to say is the Honda's never done this. It's just a great, robust, reliable dirt bike where, it doesn't say, stop engine and have like the nicer, amenities. It just has a button, but this button will probably last as long as, my entire life. So if you want a dirt bike that's just going to be robust and basic, now they do have electric start too, which is great. But if it actually doesn't have the spot I even put on this for electric start, where this clearly has the option, you can see that there's two empty bolts and then a hole that could have been, hollow. This one just didn't have the option for it. It had the option for it, but didn't have the kit on it when it was purchased. So it's just another amenity that could have broken, because this was original back then. Now I think it's pretty standard that they all have it, but like I'm saying, this dirt bike I picture having forever. This dirt bike I don't picture having forever. Now that's my opinion. Please, again, put it in the comments below. Talk to me, ask me questions, and have other people comment, because I really want to be interactive on this channel. I haven't posted in a while, so I want to get back to being interactive on this channel. But getting this thing going, I had to put, the FMF pipe was all rusty and missing the baffles, just trying to be loud. I had to go on eBay. I got the original pipe for like $100. I got these fenders for like $60. I think I got grips for like $15. And it added up. I got a new jet kit. I got new things like that. So still trying to get it to work, or stop leaking gas, I should say. But I hope this review helped. I really do think that, you know, if you want a racing bike, you shouldn't go with either of these. If you want a trail bike, you should probably go with something like a Honda. You know, I've had the KLX 125 and the DRZ 125, which is Kawasaki and Suzuki. And I still go with the Honda. Kawasaki and Suzuki's 125 for the early mid-2000s era. It's actually identical. Like the parts are pretty much completely interchangeable. If you look at these look at the front fenders on the Kawasaki and Suzuki, they're the same. So you can kind of tell they're the same. And I've had those, and I drove that as my primary bike for years, and I did like the DRZ, but the Honda is just thinner, feels lighter. When these have just like a bigger seat, which is comfier, but I think this one's had to be replaced because it's too comfy. So again, leave in the comments some feedback, and I will definitely interact with you and try to get some better answers. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.